All right, y'all. The internet. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The internet is blowing up, and let's talk about this. I want to see what your thoughts are. Talking about the situation that happened with FAMU versus Alabama State University. Florida A&M University versus Alabama State University. The bands were out halftime performing, and Joe Bullitt, who's actually a friend of mine, who's actually a good guy. And let me say this about Joe Bullitt. And I know everybody got their panties in a bunch, but let me just start out by saying that Joe Bullitt has done so many great things in the community, have provided so many opportunities for so many people, have given so many scholarships to different people, and Joe Bullitt talked trash just like, okay. Now, I was reading some of the comments, and Joe Bullitt has been suspended by the SWAC from announcing games. He did a joke. He said that was talking about the honeybees dance line on Alabama State University, and he made a joke. He said, "This is the new face for Ozempic." Okay. Now, in defense of the girls, in the defense of parents, of the parents of the girl, those are kids, still kids, college students, whatever. If they were doing that for the Dallas Cowboys, I think it would have been different because at that point they're considered adult women. Okay. But listen. Was suspending him necessary? Was it? Now, I'm just asking. I'm asking because this just me. I'm like, and if you really want to get technical and go down that road or whatever, Southern University did the Honey Bears or did a skit, I guess, to make light of the honey bees, and then I feel like the young ladies are embracing their beauty, which happens to be plus size. Because there's two dance lines. You got the stingettes and you got the honeybees. And if I'm just saying, I'm just trying to see if, okay, I can understand people get mad, but to go as far as a suspension from Mr. Joe Bullitt. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm just trying to see. And I'm just trying to think, okay, if my daughter was one of the honeybees and he made a joke or whatever, how would I feel? I try to put myself in a position of a parent and maybe a position of the girls. But I think the girls are embracing being plus size, and Alabama State University mascot is the Hornets. The dance line is the Stingettes. And then you got the honeybees, which is like the bumblebees, supposedly. And I just want to know what y'all think about all of that. And do y'all think the suspension was a reach? Was probably a little bit too far? Or is society absolutely too sensitive? I'm just asking for your opinion. I want to know what you think. What are your thoughts? Somebody said Alabama football team. Let's see. As much as those ladies love themselves, that wasn't a good look. Not nice. They have to be embrace themselves because so many people don't. Okay. Somebody else said people are way too sensitive. I'm doing fine, thank you. No, man, I wish I was in the DF Dub. Somebody said, Rickey, I have a crocheted purple and gold. I don't, hey, ma'am, I appreciate it, but I don't, I'll just send me an inbox. I'll explain it to you, but I really appreciate it. I just, it'd be hard to do gifts because I have to figure out how to get it. And I just don't, it's a long story. It's a lot. And I really appreciate the thought that went into that. I just can't take gifts because I can't give out my address. I can't. It's a lot of can'ts. It's a lot of steps into getting something from somebody. So I apologize in advance. But I really appreciate you. But I think you should really give that beautiful, well-crocheted hat to a deserving member of the fraternity that's near you. I just have some issues that I'm working through with all of that for myself and my therapist, and some things that have taken place that have really got me in a different space from where I was 2.5 years ago, if you understand. And I apologize in advance, and I love you and I appreciate you. All right, somebody said a joke. A joke is just that for the moment. They are showing too much. Okay. Y'all saying something. Wait a minute. Somebody say, hey, Miss Smiley, you have to be comfortable in your own skin. People are mean out here. Okay, that's a good point. Somebody said, I was in the stands at the time. Definitely not a good moment for Mr. Bullet. He apologized, which is cool, but some form of reprimand. Okay, and somebody else said too sensitive. Somebody said the suspension was unnecessary. The honeybees are the truth. I like honey. Let's get it, girls. Okay. Somebody said everything is sensitive. So it's either like real sensitive, or like people really have a problem with it. Love you too. Somebody said, let me see. I'm just reading through the comments. It's a lot more love and honeybees than it is stingers. He apologized, leave it at that. That's how I feel. He apologized, leave it at that. You know, the crucify the man, take the man, suspend the man, and all that kind of stuff, man. It's just absolutely outrageous. Because if you make a bad joke or make a mistake, the only thing you can do is apologize. Like, what else do you want him to do? You know, and just to know, if you don't know Mr. Joe Bullitt is a good person, did a lot of great things in the community for decades in Tallahassee, Florida. I know him personally. We wouldn't have the opportunity that we have being on the radio in Tallahassee if it weren't for Mr. Joe Bullitt, you know. So, you know, we just not going to crucify him. I have to stand up for my friends, but my friend, he is my friend. He made a mistake and he apologized. So my question is now, what else do you want him to do? He made a mistake. He's been suspended. Like, what? Somebody said you have to keep a perspective because so much disrespect and respect for our young. That's right. I watch. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I love your authenticity. Oh, my ass cannot pronounce words sometimes. And transparency. No, I appreciate that. And why? And the lady that wrote that, it's just me, BB. Look, why? Ask me why yesterday I started speech therapist with a real speech therapist yesterday, speech pathologist. Anyway, good evening, Mr. Rickey. What happened with the morning show on Soul 106? I don't know what city Soul 106.3 is. We on the radio in 100 cities. I don't know all the stations by memory. So I apologize. Sometimes people just make a mistake, but don't have to take food off their table for that. He apologized. It's time to move on. I absolutely agree with that. VJ 7776. Thank you for that comment. Even if it's censor, it's never enough. People hate to give grace, but love it. Yes, he did. Start your story over. We missed it. Okay, we was talking about the Alabama State University, Mr. Joe Bullitt, when he made the comment about the honeybees, which is a dance line for the marching band of Alabama State University. And Alabama State University mascot is the Hornets. By the way, this is, what did you call it? Via-Lago. So don't let this make you think that I didn't wash my face or whatever. That's I have that. I have it on my wrist. I have like spots of it or whatever, but it come and then the color come back in, like whatever. But anyway, he said that the honeybees, cause that's plus size dancers, and then Alabama University is popular. That's really known for the stingettes, which is like the majorettes, and then the honeybees come out, and I think the honeybees are cute. I think it's a great routine. I have enjoyed it every year for the Magic City Classic, or if I go to a game in Montgomery, and the plus size women that come out, like the regular size, smaller size majorettes, and they call them the honeybees. So you have the hornets, which is the mascot. Then you have the stingettes. You have the marching hornets, which is the band. The stingettes is the dance line, and the plus size dancers is called the honeybees. And he made a joke and said that they're the new faces for Ozempic. And if they was not kids, if they were not in college, and somebody's daughter, when he made that joke, it would have took everything in me with my silly dumb ass. And Stephanie, when she read it on the air, I had to turn my mic off for a minute because I'm not right. I'm not mature. But anyway, the SWAC suspended him, and I guess the question that I'm asking, like, damn, okay, if he apologized, should the SWAC have suspended him? And the other question is, is society too sensitive? That's the question. And I just want to know what y'all think about all of that. Somebody said, listen to you, everyone. I appreciate that. Suspend the president for all yeah, okay. Somebody said, Ricky, you supposed to be asleep. Hey, I got 2 more minutes. Wait a minute, I got 1 more minute. It's 7:59. I go to bed at 8 o'clock. I already took a sleep aid, and I'm already in the bed. So y'all know I go to bed early. Anyway, y'all crazy. Everybody know I go to bed early. Somebody said my niece is at FAMU, and she said it was bad in the moment. Okay, I understand that. Hello, my friend. Praying for you and your family. Hey, thank you, Cherry 8921. Love you, Ricky. Listen to you every morning. Love Black Tony. Hey, love y'all too. Black Tony will be at work tomorrow. He promised me that he was coming. So we excited that Black Tony. If weight was replaced with some other characteristic, disability, illness, would it be okay to say that? That's a good point. The one by D, that's a real good point. She said if weight was replaced with some other characteristic, disability, illness, would it be okay to say that? That's a great point. That's a good damn point. Somebody said I seen Super Dave commercial. You saw that man with that Apollo Creed. Somebody said to an extent, but have to be mindful. Okay. Okay. Hey, I just want to see what your thoughts was. But I just want to also say, Joe Bullitt is a good guy, and he do a lot of work and have done a lot of work in the community, and he is more known for the good things that he have done in the community down in Tallahassee, Florida, and all of the opportunities that he's given a lot of people over the years. So we're not going to judge him by that one mistake. Plus, he already apologized. So I guess my thing, like what y'all want him to do. Somebody said my people are too sensitive. That was Carmen Williams Garrett. Thank you for that. Thank you for your comment. But somebody said I think of people a lot more sensitive these days. Yep, I agree. Thank y'all for making good points, and we'll continue to have this discussion. And thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all on the radio in the morning. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night. Peace.